Hey everyone, and welcome to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Dawn. This is Danny. And if you've been here before, welcome back. We're just going to, first of all, let's give a huge shout out to our patrons. Much love and appreciation to you guys for supporting our channel. We could not do this without you. Could not make this bigger and better for you guys. So thank you so much. And if you want to become a patron, just hit the link is in the description. And thank you also to everyone who has liked, subscribed, commented. So much appreciated. Thank you so much. You just don't know. This just means the world to us. So thank you. We're going to actually just continue with the second half of the 1990 movie It. We split it in two parts because it was over 3 hours and it would just be hard for editing and copyright. So we thought this would be easier to do. Mm-hmm. So we're on the second half of this, and really there's not much to say. We're just continuing on. We continued watching the movie. We just split it up. So, but anyway, with that, ready, set, here we go. Enjoy. Oh my God.
Mike Hanna.
He stepped out a short while ago.
Thank you.
Hey! Oh God.
Isn't she, Richie?
Beep, Richie.
I got a balloon for you.
Yeah. I hate balloons popping.
You're too old to stop me. You're all too old.
Oh my God, this is cute. Oh my gosh.
They always made the best noise.
Oh, that was so fun.
Go.
I wish the cell phones were like that now. Those are huge.
Pull over here, will you?
No, don't stop there.
Hey, Ben Hanscom! Nice to see you again.
Oh.
Here with us.
Ew.
You're in my mind. Only in my mind.
No.
Any spare change, mister?
Oh, okay, I thought he was going to show someone until I got nervous. I like the facial hair a lot.
11. Almost 12.
Come with me. Come on. You must be trouble something.
Can't hear anything because the cat is.
Take your asthma, for instance. Do you know what a placebo is, Eddie?
Mr. Keene?
A little peek at Sonny.
I better go.
Hydrox. H2O. Water.
Mr. Keene?
Get out of Terry while you still can.
Mr. Keene, please.
Beware, little Eddie. Beware, girly boy.
Miss, I hate to be the one to have to tell you this, a stranger, but your father's been dead this last 5 years.
But on the bell,
I worry a lot. Won't do you any good to run, baby.
Oh.
You're not real! You're not real!
What? So the house wasn't really there. Well, it was, but I mean, it was boarded.
Eddie? Ben? Eddie Casper. Haystack?
Hey, what happened to the rest of you?
Gone but not forgotten.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, such as I am, Haystack.
Come on, Dozier.
Don't let him see you like this. Get a grip, man. It was a hallucination. It was a flashback deal. It was too much fun in '67. Just get a hold.
This is battery acid, you slime!
I think I remember who Pennywise was now. Big white guy, red nose. About 75 feet tall, mouth full of razor sharp teeth.
I feel good. I mean, I feel halfway safe. Come on. Let's have a couple of drinks, huh? If you want some good food, have a couple of chucks, and let's just leave the wolf out the door, huh?
Spoken like a real loser.
Hey, to the Losers Club.
All right. The losers.
He's telling me he was hit by a freight train and put out his misery.
No such luck. You want to see him or ours, you'll find him up at Juniper Hills.
Ever since the trial where he confessed to all the murders of all the children.
That was bad. Almost got him. Almost. Don't you have another chance? Sports fans, this has been a real hoot. But I got a plane out at 6 a.m.
Richie, you're not leaving.
Bev, girl, what do you want? An adventure?
As far as I'm concerned, everybody at this table made good on that promise. Wherever we go from here, I have no expectations.
Oh.
Stan is dead. He cut his wrist in the bathtub right after I found him.
Stan was the last one of us to see it that summer. Remember? All summer long, he kept saying that just isn't empirically possible. Even seeing the clown didn't make it real for him. It took him hours to calm down enough to tell me what happened. He said he was down in Rankin Park by a bird feeder.
Oh, Stan.
This voice kept whispering to him. And naturally, being Stan, he figured there was a rational explanation.
What the?
He was trapped. The only thing he could think of to do was to hold his bird book out in front of him like a shield and say as loud as he could the names of all the birds he could remember. Long thrush. Brown thrush.
Ran up to me in school, and he said, "I saw it, Eddie." I looked right into its some kind of light. I looked right into its dead light.
Hey, Stack. Putting on a little weight, huh? Speaking of dads, Bevan, yours isn't worried about you anymore. He loves your choice in men.
All flawed. They all flawed.
They're gonna have to stay together.
All right. I don't know about the rest of you, but I am getting really sick of this place. Now, I will listen to anything anybody has to say, but could we do it someplace else?
Wilson still insists he sees the ghosts. That's all it says over and over.
With my stutter.
No offense, pal. It ain't helping.
To go back to Derry.
I need you, Henry. We all need you.
I'll take care of Currents, Henry.
Up and down, get down. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. That's kidding.
Right up again. 6 so far, maybe more. There have been a number of disappearances with no trace of a body. Now, I wanted to be absolutely certain before I called anyone. And I became absolutely certain when I found something at the latest crime site.
Georgie?
Evening. You're up late.
How much farther is Derry?
Oh, I guess about maybe 500 yards. City limits.
Don't you want your balloon first, Miss Denborough? Don't you want it? Don't you want it?
He killed her.
I'd be so mad when I'm scared. I'd be like, dude, I just cleaned this shit up again.
Here we go.
Somebody get murdered?
You see it?
You really see it? All right, now listen up. Stay together, guys. No stragglers.
Yeah, they gotta stay together. Do this.
Ew, no. Ah! God, you scared me.
Me?
Yes.
Too.
Didn't he give her the poem?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I've been waiting a long time to thank the poet.
If it turns out to be him, that's gonna be creepy.
Kiss me, fat boy.
I knew it. Yeah, they all have to stay like together. I'd have been freaked out more than he was kissing me.
Mike dies, there will be 5 of us left. Who comes next? Which one of us? Why is it doing this? Why does it hate?
Why'd you say that?
You wrote it, didn't you? Your hair is winter fire, January embers, something.
I don't know what the hell is going on. How am I supposed to know?
Me.
See, he's screwing with him now.
Mike's gonna be okay.
Can we see him?
He's not out of the woods yet. I guess one of you could go in for just a minute.
I guess.
I guess.
I'm like, huh.
My jacket, outside pocket.
Hey, it's silver. You can kill it.
People, that is a dead body. You're not seriously suggesting we walk out of here and leave it lying there?
Yeah, that's what I'm suggesting.
Police Chief Andrew Rademacher of the downtown branch said the victim, 5-year-old Danielle Huxton, had been playing at the creek near her home. Local authorities have not yet said whether there might be a connection between this and a recent rash of disappearances involving young children.
Oh, jeez, don't. Dude, come on.
I just saw something, and I have no idea if it was real. If any of you would have seen it or not. I can't go. Because if I do, I'm going to live with this until I go insane.
I don't suppose anybody thought to bring anything really useful like a machine gun.
I brought this. It's the only thing I saved from those days.
I remember you were a dead shot, Bev. You couldn't miss.
Bill, how on earth?
Mike went back down and got him.
I wouldn't want to be the first one, but I wouldn't want to be the last one. I'd want to be in the middle. And behind, you guys.
First thing I saw down here was one of those damn pom-poms.
Is that his girlfriend's purse?
It's a purse. It looks new.
Oh, dear God. It's not possible. Come on, now what? I'll drive. Oh, in God's name.
That's why he's trying to lure you, dummy.
He just went full sprint for it.
Come back, Bill! Bill! You want to get yourself killed? Oh, God, Bill!
Bill!
I told
Bill! That's enough. If she is down here, there's only one way you can help her. Now, you know what we came down here for, and we're going to do it.
Looks like we're off the map.
I think
That way. We're here. My God. The roots all grow down.
Yeah, the walls cracked, remember?
And it came.
Dear God, please don't let these things come to life.
Oh. Ew, oh no. Ew.
Get off the hole, man.
Oh.
Now Blaine's gonna happen as a
All
cycle.
your fault, Bill. You set me out and it killed me.
Not real, Bill.
Remember, that's not Georgie. Killed my brother George, you bastard.
Silly boy. You still think you can see me? You'll never see me. You'll see only what your little mind can allow.
Down here.
Huh? But the physical form would be his girlfriend?
No, he said it comes into shape. He was the clown. I think he
Oh,
meant.
I see what you mean. Yeah, I'm with you. Oh. what the hell's behind the door. Ew.
That's gross.
These 5 thumb.
They look like they're crawling through a hobbit door.
Oh my god. Oh, Phil. Yeah, you can't get her, Billy.
Yeah.
She's been practicing lately.
His fists against the posts.
Not doing it. Come on, man.
They need to all get in a circle. Get in a circle, y'all.
Poor Eddie.
Battery acid! Mine! This is battery acid. Now you disappear.
Don't talk. You're gonna be fine, Spaghetti Man.
Eddie.
I thought he was gonna live. No.
Eddie. They're just kicking the shit out of it.
Oh, yeah, they killed the phone. The phone's Eddie.
The heart.
What the hell? They're dead though, right?
Unless they're
all
still
coming
alive
down.
and it's just like
In a
it froze
cocoon.
them. At least he carried Eddie out.
That's how I'd like to remember us, if I could remember us, standing there by the lake.
It basically still has an effect on her. It's not her like being traumatized. It's like, excuse me.
What are we doing? Oh my god.
Oh, he stopped.
So, what you think of that?
This movie scared the piss out of me. Worse than Gremlins, I think, just for the fact it was the suspense. Not so much like, oh, dead body, whatever, but it was the suspense of where he was going to come out of. That really, like, freaked me out.
I have to agree on that. Yeah, it was definitely the suspense factor of, yeah, just, and what form was he going to take? Like, when he kissed, what was John
Ben.
Ritter's? Yeah, I knew right away that wasn't her.
Well, first of all, she was a little too bold, and she's not that bold.
No. And she was reciting that poem, and it had been 30 years. I wouldn't be able to remember a poem for 30
And
years.
she couldn't remember anything, so, like,
Yeah.
how did she remember that?
So I knew right away, but, like, just all the forms that he took, that was what was so, like,
yeah,
that's what had me literally, like, on the edge of my seat, like, do I look, do I not? I mean, I looked, right, but, like, I would say I'm gonna give this one a 1.5.
Why?
Where's my half? Because as much as this movie, I feel like, has been so hyped up, and I'm not saying it's terrible, so people don't come for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hyped up, but to me, yes, the suspense is what gave me that rating, you know, and the jump scares and the anticipation.
But what took off the half?
The half, because I honestly thought, thank God it wasn't, but I thought it was going to be a lot more horror.
Gory, kind of?
Yes.
I give it a 2 thumbs up just for the fact that it scared me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the only fraction there. It was a good movie. It had me always like, oh my God, what's going to happen? And then there were moments like I could sort of relax. Like,
no, those
okay.
relaxed moments did not have me relaxed. They had me scared because it was like, this is way too calm and this is freaking me out.
Like when they were all eating and having a good time and then everything came out of the fortune cookie. But yeah, I honestly, because I know, I mean, this has been such a hyped up movie.
I think it does live up to it. But if you're looking for more like psychological kind of,
it's more psychological, yes, because he was getting inside their heads, right? So I and again, please don't come for me. I loved it,
Mhm.
but that's where I would take. And I mean, honestly, thank God it wasn't more gory. I don't know if I could have handled it, but I think in my head, I was thinking this was going to be a bit more on the gory side. So that's where I'll take off the half a point. But I'm also relieved that it wasn't, because I don't know if I could have taken it. But aside from that, it was really good. Excuse me. I mean, Stephen King is just he scares the shit out of me. I mean, I think I've only seen now this one and Christine, which had me traumatized, and I know it's just a car, but the car was frightening. It was just creepy. I don't know if I've seen any other Stephen King.
I think you've seen Pet Sematary. That was years ago.
I have not seen that.
Yes, you have. It was on TV and you
No,
watched
I have not seen the whole movie.
You watched it.
I don't want to see animals coming and killing people. I haven't seen that one.
The cat. It's a cat, isn't it?
Was it a cat? I mean, I may have seen grab bits, but I don't think I at that point I could take watching that one.
Mm-hmm. I just want to say, like I said for Gremlins, I understand why I put this movie out for so long. Nearly scared the piss out of me, and I nearly cried. I was scared it was gonna come out of somewhere.
Yeah, that was but like I could handle in a weird way. Eventually, sort of seeing him in
the clown, I was fine with that. But it was just the fact that you didn't know where he was going to come out of. That made me like really nervous.
Like when he attacked at the psych ward, he took the form of the dog.
That scared me. Like because they came out of nowhere. I was like.
And Henry, you didn't last long.
No, he literally put up one fight and that was it.
Maybe that's why he was sort of released. I thought he would. I really at that point I thought Henry was going to wreak havoc on all of them and come after all of them. I really thought a majority of them were going to die.
I give this movie 2 thumbs up. The only beef I had with it was the fact that she kissed what's his face, Bill, and like that was it. Even though she liked him for like years and he was already married, he was still married.
Oh yeah, that was kind of weird.
That was like
that
was so unnecessary.
I like that they sort of went back and showed us a little bit more with the kids. Like poor Stanley, we thought what he saw down in the sewer was bad, but then when he went into the house, it's like, dude, you don't do that. But then he saw it was like, and then locked him in. Like he really kind of went through that.
Yeah, that was my only beef with it. Was that part? I was like,
that was the only part with it.
So weird.
So again, excellent movie. That's the only thing that's the only reason I take off and just give it a 1.5.
I think in the book, he wasn't a spider. I think he was a giant turtle.
What?
I don't know how it is. Because he said he was like destroyer of worlds or something like that.
Well, a turtle would have been harder because with the shell, he would have had more like light, where a spider just had to grab the heart out of it.
I think in the book he was a giant turtle. I've never read it, but I saw somewhere that I think.
So, hey, if that's true or if, it's something different, let us know in the comments.
Please, if I'm wrong, correct me.
And I was telling Danny here, I don't know if I could handle reading. I know it would have me. I don't know if I could handle reading the book just because books are so much more in detail.
I think I could read Christine. The It book though is thick. Like that one's thick. The Stephen King, The Shining, isn't that long.
Oh yeah, he did that too. That's right.
Oh, it's not that big of a book.
Okay, and I've seen The Shining. Okay, so then I've seen 3 of his. But I mean, again, they're probably not that long. Like this is over 3. This is like 3 hours.
No, I'm saying because the book is so freaking big.
Yeah, that's why.
That they could fit it in 3 hours. Well, some of it.
Yeah. So I wish, but of course, there's going to be so much more detail in that I think I would just be scared every moment of reading that book. Honestly,
I think if I put my mind to it, I could read the book because it's so thick. I feel like my attention span would have to be like super focused on it.
Well, and then if you're like me, I mean, if a book, sometimes they start out slow but they gain momentum. But if this one is really good and like has you captured, sometimes you can read a book in like sometimes I could read them in a couple of days.
So I remember we went on a trip once and I read a book all the way there.
Yeah. Sorry, we're getting off on a reading tangent, but yeah, so, come for me, don't come for me, just be nice about it. But that's the only thing. And again, thank God it wasn't like blood and guts and gore.
That was gross though, seeing him in the cocoons.
In the cocoons. So those other people had to have been dead.
Dead already, yeah.
Yeah. And then when they ripped out the heart, I mean, that was smart though.
And that was so funny though, the way they killed him. They just beat the shit out of him.
I know, right?
They just literally started kicking him.
But I felt bad for
Eddie.
He said he had to, but he tried his best. Like, that's what he used back in the day, and again, it was what he believed. A surprise one coming up. A little bit behind with Hatfield and McCoy's because
we had some technical
issues with episode 2. So we're trying to get that snafu all worked out. So we may be releasing episode 2 and 3 like the same day or a day apart. So look for that.
Yeah.
Can't believe that October's like...
It's almost over. In less than a week. Oh.
So anyway, we'll quit rambling. And we want to bid you a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in your part of the world. And be kind always. Till we meet again.